Watch this video and tell me if you think it's marketed towards kids.
New mini brands MasterChef.
There's children. It's a child voice.
The clock's ticking.
This is cute.
Quick drawing UV light. Who's the next mini brands?
Is it resin?
This video is brought to you by Squarespace, the all-in-one platform for all your website needs.
Wait. Back it up. Back it up a few seconds.
It just really
Back it up a
skimmed
few
over
seconds.
that.
Ticking. Use the quick drawing UV light. Who's the next mini?
Okay, there's no mask.
There's no gloves. They're inside.
They're inside. They really just glossed over that, didn't they?
Exposure to resin can make you sensitized to it and you can have intense allergic reactions. Kids are extra sensitive.
Oh boy.
Just
That's including UV drawing resin. So it is resin.
It's 100% resin.
There's part of me that was like, maybe it's some sort of like paint or something.
No, the broth in this kit is resin.
Broth is resin.
The broth is resin. What's even more true that is marketed towards kids is it's one of those things where you have to buy multiple of them in order to like get the full set.
It's like a mystery box.
It's a mystery box.
Spiders! Steady! Oh my god!
Which kids love.
Okay, let me inspect the box. Does this anywhere
Say
that like you
can't use it if you're 0 to 3, Katelyn.
Okay, so no babies.
That's it.
Babies are right out.
Hopefully we got the UV glue one.
Oh yeah, we don't know which one it is.
We're gonna be opening so many of these. But Katelyn, this is even worse in my opinion. Let's see if you catch the huge mistake they make.
Okay.
You unbox it.
There's the resin, I'm
Follow
assuming.
the instructions. I didn't see much safety instructions in there.
I did not see any safety gear.
Okay. Use the magic UV glue.
You know, that's a really interesting way to call it not resin.
It's magic UV glue.
It's magic UV glue.
Okay, now wait.
That's so close to their fingers.
They made a huge mistake there.
Yeah, well the huge mistake is the UV can't reach it. It's blocked by something opaque.
This one right here on the first kit, it says, smells horrible, this should not be for kids, this is disgusting, this should not be for children, the liquid it comes with to put on the tiny food is so gross, and it got on everything, smelled horrific, do not buy.
You know,
that's the thing, it's
sounds a lot like resin.
But Katelyn, that's not it!
There's more? Oh, that's a pretty large volume.
Up, what's that?
That is resin.
What type of resin?
I'm assuming it's UV, like
No.
the last one. It's not?
It's 2-part epoxy resin.
I didn't see them mixing it. Let me see. Oh, part A and part B. Oh, it said resin on the bottle. Go back.
Look, wait, yeah.
Wait, can you go back? Look. Oh, pass. No, you missed it.
There it is.
Okay, A, resin, B, resin. Okay, so 2-part resin. Hey, at least it'll cure.
And then look at this.
There's
All the
babies.
children.
Oh, there's babies. That could be a 0 to 3. I don't know. I have a hard time identifying baby ages.
The other thing is this, if you get any part A or part B on you or your work surface or anything like that, then it will never cure.
It'll never cure, yeah.
Because it's just plastic precursor without the hardener, or it's just the hardener. Do not buy this if you value your sanity. It contains some sort of invisible, sticky substance that will haunt the area where you use it forever.
That's uncured resin.
At the very least, gloves, ventilated area. These people are in their living room.
Invisible, sticky mystery substances infiltrating households.
Do you understand why I needed to do this video?
Yes. This is wild.
And we're gonna test it.
Let's pop these open, shall we?
Yeah.
Now, we are the first to admit that we didn't know enough about resin safety when we first started using it.
I should really be following our safety guidelines and be using gloves.
There are a lot of different types of resin, and there are different levels of risk people using it are comfortable with, so it can be really confusing.
For example, if you don't have respirators, you're supposed to use it in a well-ventilated area, but that doesn't just mean big room, that means you need a window or a door open so that there's actual fresh air.
We've learned a lot over the years, but we still slip up every now and then.
So we wanted to dive a bit deeper into these kits, test them ourselves, and see if maybe there's something we're missing, or maybe they are as risky as they seem.
Now, having said all that, here's a legal disclaimer.
This video is for educational commentary purposes only. The views expressed are our personal opinions based on research, experience, and publicly available safety information. We are not making factual claims about the intentions of any company or brand. Please do your own due diligence before using any resin-based products, especially with or around children. Always follow proper safety precautions as recommended by health and industry experts.
Have you ever done like blind box-like things?
I mean, I ordered a lot of Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the same thing.
That's like the OG.
What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? Is it bad that I'm excited? I shouldn't be excited.
Oh, I smell the resin. Do you smell it?
This isn't advised. Yep, there's resin in there.
Oh, yeah,
There's resin.
I know, instantly. By the way, we have VOC meters here that are continually scanning for fumes in the air.
Just right now, not being in masks, being able to smell it makes me uncomfy.
Makes me uncomfy. Like, we should probably just put on masks now.
I mean, we have the VOC meters.
Here's the UV light. The on-off switch is on the bottom, so in order to turn it on, it's pointing at your eyes, which are extra sensitive to UV light. I guess you could go like that.
You could go like that, but it's not intuitive.
This is a parfait. I mean, this is, I have to say, I'm excited to try these kits because they look really cute.
I'm grumpy about it.
Oh my gosh. Strawberries and mint leaves.
God dang, that's cute.
Oh my gosh. Choux pastries in a little container.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Oh, it's little tongues.
Katelyn, we are upset at them.
Oh yeah, we're upset. We're upset.
But this is where the stink is coming from. Guess what's inside of here? Oh, I smell it way more.
Resin.
Oh yeah, TVOCs are going up. 0.122.
They're going up. I'll be curious to see how much they go up. This is with the bottles unopened. The real test will be once we actually start using it.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be a stand to hold the cake, Katelyn. Oh my gosh. Okay, stop. We're doing a bad job of criticizing them. I mean, it's not like we set out criticizing them. I would like for this kit to have full safety instructions and be perfectly wonderful.
We wanted to play it safe because if the VOCs do keep increasing, it'd be good if we already had the gear on.
Yep. Beep!
Oof.
Finishing glaze resin.
Does it say resin on the package at all?
No, I just love the packaging, I gotta say.
Is that different than the first one?
It's a repeat!
God dang. That's how they get ya. Is it the beef?
Oh my gosh! How did we get 2 repeats of the 2? This, I feel cheated even though this is like what I bought. Look at the packaging on this bigger container.
You can start the resin allergies even younger.
The total VOCs has continued to increase, I'll point out. It's been increasing a lot. Oh, this one has a bad UV practice on it. Gluing a snail down using UV glue when the snail's opaque.
That's not gonna work. I feel like part of the psychology of these is you get to open a lot of things. It feels like opening presents.
Oh, terrarium.
Did this one come with a flashlight?
Maybe since this is a garden kit, it just says, go outside. Oh yeah, it says cure in the sunlight. This says just take outside. Oh my gosh, so much waste.
Now this paper, this looks like a safety paper because it's boring looking.
Okay.
That means it's safety.
Use in a well-ventilated place.
Okay, that's
Hey.
a good instruction. Use in a well-ventilated place.
Do not play directly on surfaces without a protective layer.
Protective layer. Okay,
Do not touch UV glue and cream glue before glue is completely dry.
okay. I think I'm kind of confused about the lack of gloves thing. It's such like a easy thing to either include or to write down.
Well, but also to include it in something this small. So, at this point, I'm most upset by the marketing. I just wish that they'd add that one little sentence.
Use gloves to protect your hands.
Yeah. Okay. Step 1, grab the choux pastries and put it into the bowl.
Okay, and then they have one on top like this. Ah, it's so cute. Oh my God.
Okay, get out the resin cream. Let's see, as we do this, do we get any resin on our hands?
Yeah, because we're adults.
We're adults!
Ah,
Okay, there's a seal, Katelyn. You cannot get any resin on your hands.
I know. Okay, this is like very precarious if you're trying to not get that on your hands.
Set it down maybe here. Hey, Katelyn, when you do that, you got resin on your hands!
I'd already be in trouble. Well,
Swap gloves, you got 1 point against you.
pulling off that little seal, that's like so hard to not get resin on you.
Hello, humans. We're here to bring you space trade.
However, we hit a little snag when we tried to sell our space flowers.
Space flowers. Get your space flowers here. Space flowers.
But that got us thinking, what would be the best place to sell our space stuff? Oh, you guys gotta use today's sponsor, Squarespace. With Squarespace's AI tools, you can create and edit your website easily, or get started with one of their professional templates.
You can even get your domain through Squarespace.
Yes. But what if we want to sell rocks from Uranus? We rock Uranus TM.
Yeah, you can sell anything. Sell courses, member-gated content, physical products, or services.
Now you can even get fast, easy financing through Squarespace Capital.
Let's postpone the Earth invasion stuff.
Now go to Wait, what?
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 Anyways, go to squarespace.com/Evan and Katelyn for 10% off your first purchase.
That sounds amazing. Good job, humans.
That was weird.
Where were we? All right, cream, then strawberries, then bake. Pretty thick pigment on that cream.
It's pretty thick. Also, the UV resin is kind of thick. Let me place my berries. I'm gonna do this one here.
It's looking grand. Time to cure it.
I'm seeing an issue.
What's that?
Where the strawberries are blocking the resin, it's not gonna cure.
Yep, that's correct.
So let's just see how this goes. It says to do this for 5 to 10 minutes. So I think we might just.
All right, it's been 5 minutes. Time for a poke test.
It's relatively hard. Oh, I can definitely tell the stuff at the bottom has a lot of give, which means like the underside is not cured. It's just like a thinly cured shell. But look, yeah, like I can.
Underneath, there's goop.
It's goop. Oh, it's goopy. That's never gonna cure because light can never get in there.
You know what? Just to speed things up, I'm gonna get something real quick.
I feel like that is like going against testing the kit.
What if one of those 6-year-olds that bought this kit also happens to have a $600 UV flashlight that can cure things really fast?
That'd be really weird for a 6-year-old to have. That would disrupt the integrity of the kit. Don't you dare, no! No! You're gonna disrupt the integrity of the kit! This is for science, sir. Science requires patience.
Yeah, how many 6-year-olds are patient? If they had one of these laying around, that'd be, well, they really shouldn't have one of these laying around.
No. I, as myself, don't mind holding this, but I'm thinking of like a kid. This is when they run off and the mom holds it.
Yes, or the dad.
No, the dad busts out the $600 UV flashlight. Oh, it's a little squishy. Poke it. It's still squishy. Poke that side.
Yep, it's still a little squishy. Step 5, more resin, chocolate resin.
Chocolate resin. This is really dark, which makes me worried about it curing.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna
Just do a little drizzle. I think not a ton.
Wow, that's thick. And let's do a little sprinkling.
Again, the resin under them aren't gonna cure.
Yeah, none of the resin where anything is on top of will cure.
The TVOC has increased, but it is already decreasing as you cure it.
Yeah, so
but
I mean,
again,
a lot of it is like personal risk.
Personal risk.
The machine isn't beeping, but there are VOCs. It is still quite squishy. Look, the underside of that, complete goop.
Oh yeah, that's goop.
Fully uncured resin. It's still quite squishy. Do you see?
So at this point, I want to summarize. 20 minutes of curing, maybe 5 minutes of fun assembly.
And ultimately, if you follow the instructions, you're left with uncured resin.
Yep. I mean, I have to admit, it's cute. I like little cute things.
It's really heckin' cute.
So far, we have mixed feelings.
Mixed feelings, yes.
Let's do another kit though. Before we film the next kit, I have a quick update on something I just learned.
Science adjacent with Evan and Katelyn.
Yeah.
Oh, we should have done a magical girl transition.
That's why I spun.
I didn't spin though. You didn't give me the heads up.
I can do a quick spin.
It's too late.
We have been using this air quality meter to keep track of the total VOCs, but I've learned a lot. This just gives you an overall sense of how many VOCs are in the air.
A general vibe.
Yeah, VOCs can be caused by perfume or...
What about farts?
Would farts increase the total VOCs
Total VOCs are
used in a TVOC meter?
the VOCs
Like
are.
the cheaper ones.
Are you going to stop interrupting me?
Short fatty chain acids would register on the total VOC.
So you could fart up a VOC. We gotta test that. So basically, if this does indicate unsafe levels, it's definitely unsafe.
Yes.
But if it doesn't indicate unsafe levels, you can't trust it because some of the VOCs let off by resin are dangerous at a lower level than what this would be flagging.
Ding, 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 ding. All right, moving on.
That was a nice science time.
Strip. Sorry. We're not that type of channel, Katelyn. All right, I think we can zoom past most of this assembly until we get to the resin.
There's a little snail.
It's cute.
It's cute. Well, that was really fast.
Surprisingly, the first thing we're gonna do is show how to properly use it. You just take some UV glue and you add a little water drop. You take it out into the sun and let it cure. And look at that, a nice little dewdrop on your flower.
I have an issue though, sir. You have deviated from the instructions. The instructions? No.
The instructions say take it outside for 5 to 10 minutes.
Exactly. That drip would have fallen.
Honestly, it might not have. The
Really?
sun is a very strong UV laser.
But we can't know because you use this.
Okay, let's go outside then. Uh-oh, it's not a sunny day.
Uh-oh.
There is no direct sunlight.
Okay, never mind. Never mind.
Can I do something a little bit deviating from script?
What do you want to do?
I want to try doing the snail properly because we already saw what happened with the strawberry. If I just put some glue down and put the snail on top, it's not gonna work.
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
Let me show you. First off, I'm gonna lay down some UV resin to make a snail trail. Let's do 5 to 10 minutes real quick. And now that that snail trail is there, I'm gonna add another layer of UV on top of that, right there. Place that little boy right here. Oh, I'm gonna hit it from the side. And now I think that that'll be fully cured. That is like a safe application of
Okay.
UV.
Try to lift him up like we did with the strawberry.
No, I mean, he's
Okay.
on there. No squidgy sloshiness.
So like if you know how to use UV resin, you can work around it despite the instructions.
Yes. I would be much happier if this had more instructions and more safety disclaimers and held your hand a little bit more, especially if it's marketed towards young children who might not know that they need to do research.
But like in their defense, I don't know if the parents will know either.
No, I don't think so either. Let's check out Mini Cafe Shop by Colo Play. I wonder if it includes gloves. What if they include gloves?
That would be huge.
That'd be big. And it says, do not contact skin, eyes, or mouth.
That's a lot of alcohol inks. Look at that.
What's in here? Oh, look at this instruction.
Oh, big warning, big warning.
Yes.
Oh, I love that.
Do not touch resin materials with fingers. Always use tweezers to handle resin.
Tweezers to handle the resin itself. Hey, I'm not sure what they mean by that.
An adult supervisor should use discretion and determine which activities are appropriate and safe. That's pretty good. Cover the play area to prevent resin from staining surrounding objects.
Cover
That's
area.
Good. Yes. Have alcohol wipes or wet tissues ready for cleaning spills and your hands. Now, there's some debate in the community on whether that's good or not. It is good for cleaning up
Surfaces. Now, I am seeing one huge thing that's missing.
Ventilation.
They don't say to work in a well-ventilated area.
Yeah.
And this is a larger volume of resin than the previous kits.
Kids need an adult with resin.
I'm an adult with resin.
Kids need us!
The kids need us. The children need us. Okay, so after much debate about which cute little drink to do, we're gonna do the cherry float.
Yay.
Because not only does it use the resin, it also uses the jelly gel and the cream gel. And I don't know exactly what those are, but I'm curious to see if they inhibit the curing process in any way.
Let's do it. Step 1, squeeze little jelly gel into the cup. Add 1 drop of pink coloring. Pour in half A, half B.
Let's hope this is a forgiving resin. And then I mix 3 drops of pink coloring. Okay, just stir gently in one direction until it's mixed.
No torching it or anything?
They're not gonna give the children a torch.
Come on, at 8 plus, My first blowtorch.
Oh, what are our VOCs?
The 0.01. You know, I think it is, since it is such a small amount, being outside would totally be fine.
I think
or
so.
Open the door and turn a fan on.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. And now we let it sit for 3 hours. So we'll come back and we'll do a poke test. Okay, it's been 3 hours. Shall we do a poke test?
Yes.
You ready?
Ready. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
That's
I like poked it so hard because I thought it was gonna be at least rigid. That is gooey. Okay.
That is gooey as all heck. Oh, I don't wanna.
Don't mess it up. Don't smear it. Why are you smearing it? No, don't smear it. You're smearing around the sides. Why would you do that?
I'm trying to release it. Here, I'll let you do it.
Now it's all over the edges and it's a messy drink.
It's just a test.
You would go like this, but I like the aesthetic. If this ever cures, I'm gonna use it.
Okay, are we gonna have to wait until tomorrow?
Well, let's figure out what the mystery of this cream gel. I still don't know what this is.
I'm gonna use a translation app to see if there's any additional information I can find.
Yes.
Okay, so this is, okay. Main ingredients: adhesive, starch, glycerin. Product features: water-based.
Water-based. Takes at least 48 hours to dry naturally. You should probably be letting that dry 48 hours before adding resin. The water in it can cause it to not cure right. I was so excited. We had like the toppings ready. Everything was prepared. I thought it would be cured.
Should we do a test? Just resin, A and B?
If we're gonna have to like wait overnight to see if this one cures, might as well.
Okay.
I wanna make another. I'm angry.
I'm angry.
I wanna make another. I have to make another.
Strawberry float. It just says resin, food coloring, stir. This whole experience has been an exercise in patience and dealing with disappointment. And kids aren't good at either of those.
That's true. I can barely handle it.
I mean, who knows? Maybe this one will cure, baby.
If it cures, I'll be mildly pleased.
Mildly pleased, yet still salty.
Yet still salty about the fact that they don't tell you to do this in a ventilated area.
But I mean, these accessories are so cute.
I know. Oh my God.
gosh.
Look at the strawberry slices. We're gonna use those if this ever cures. We'll check in another 3 hours or so. Well,
Ah,
we'll let you know.
we'll check in at some point.
We'll check in.
We'll see you then. How many hours has it been?
Sorry, I wasn't prepared to do math. It's been over 3 more hours. I said that like a robot.
I don't know if either has cured. I have no confidence in this anymore.
Even that one's gooey still. At least it's more solidified. I'm just gonna let it, okay.
Oh, this is not cured in any more way. It's still fully goopy.
After 7 hours.
Oh, geez. I'm not trying to. I'm trying to release it, baby. There you go.
We can
We can wait.
check in the morning.
We can wait. We can wait.
We can wait.
I'm a patient adult. No, I'm not.
No, you're not. Good morning.
Imagine I'm a child who was so excited to play with resin that I got it all over my hands and breathed it in, and I'm so excited for my final creations. Has it been? Is it cured?
Oh my God, it's still not cured. Can you see the indentations?
Oh, I can see the indentations.
It's cured more, but it's still not
Hard.
fully cured. Okay, let's try the one mixed with the jelly gel. Oh God, it's still goopy.
Katelyn, you're getting it all messy. How dare you mess up your beautiful creation? I can't believe you'd do this. Come on, cleanly remove it.
Let me show you how.
Oh, I'm just so, wait, but you're removing goop. You lowered the goop level.
I didn't know that was a criteria. Let me replace it. This has nothing to do with the video, with anything we've talked about, but this is important to me. You've set this challenge and now I must complete it. You know I have to do this. Okay.
Okay, it's beautiful. You won.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
You're amazing.
Thank
You're
you.
so good.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
You're number one. You're
Thank
number
you.
one.
Thank you.
So let's revisit why we did this video in the first place. Ultimately, we just want people to have a good experience with resin and not do anything unsafe.
Yeah.
Because this is a kit for kids, it really tries to simplify down the instructions, and resin is not a simple material. It's very complicated.
You shouldn't oversimplify it. More warnings, more instructions, do better.
The marketing feels a little bit
Deceptive.
I don't want to get sued.
Misleading. Potentially misleading.
Potentially misleading. Shall we rate the two brands?
All right, kit number 1. It looks really cute, but I don't think that all the resin is even curable with the UV light.
I think we still have some uncured resin in there.
And the safety warnings were very small, hidden, and not shown in their video marketing material. So it's leaning towards the negative.
I agree. Second kit. Very cute.
No health warnings. Minimal health warnings.
They definitely missed a big one with no awareness about like the ventilation.
It doesn't cure.
Didn't cure.
Broke the gauge. I think this people might have a bad experience with resin.
I think so too. And we don't want that.
No.
We want to convert everyone to the gospel of resin. Resin is great.
Resin is great.
We love it.
You just gotta know what you're doing. Do we know what we're doing?
Sometimes.